So I think that the people with concerns about MSTR, I think a lot of these concerns are valid, but they are incredibly early looking at these signs. And they're pushing these small signals out into the future and playing out sort of worst case scenarios through those. And I actually think that this is a temporary blip. And I think that largely a lot of this is because of the downturn in Bitcoin and the rebalancing of the capital structure of trying to get rid of the overhanging debt on the balance sheet. Now, what I will say here is I expect this to be solved by the issuance of STRC in the next month or so. I expect them to raise a bunch of money with the issuance of STRC and put that on the balance sheet of the US dollar reserve, which will bolster confidence and allow STRC to continue to operate. And then they will buy more Bitcoin or MSTR common stock with that. We'll see if they do that. I think it would be smart to, because it is trading at a distressed level currently, in my opinion. And if that doesn't happen within 2 months, if they continue to issue more non-accretive MSTR common stock within 2 months, I think that this could become a bigger issue. So I will definitely have my eye on this. I will be revisiting it. I think it's early to say that this is a massive problem, considering that we are still quarter to date a positive accretion vehicle of Bitcoin per share. The trend is your friend until it bends, right? And this is a possible little hiccup, a little bump in the road, or maybe the road has collapsed. I don't think the road has collapsed. I think that this, again, is a small hiccup, but each to their own. You should all begin to understand this as deeply as possible and make your bets accordingly. I also want to show you this website here. This is a CBE tracker, which also includes the Bitcoin allotted to the preferreds and debt. So it's maybe a cleaner way to look at the balance sheet. And you can see here, they've had three recent, these are fairly recent, this one being the most recent, dilutive actions of acquiring Bitcoin. And this is dilutive to the common stock. So over the last 8 periods, 5 of them have been accretive, and they have increased the sats per share by 55,000 satoshis. So it is still positive. It is still going in a positive direction. However, it is ultimately a bad sign here that they are reducing the amount of Bitcoin per share in these 3 here. So that should be continued to be looked at. And you should recognize that if you're investing in these stocks, that really they are going to be more risky than Bitcoin. They require a lot of trust. They require faith in the operations, the execution, and the jurisdiction, the custodial risk. There's all sorts of additional risks on top of Bitcoin. So ultimately, you should be rewarded for that risk you're taking on. And if Bitcoin's going down, expect MSTR to go down even more. I think eventually they will strengthen a lot of this. They will have more resilience, but right now is a tumultuous time. And I would just, again, be wary of extrapolating this small change out too far into the future and thinking that this is forever a broken model. I think it's possible that a lot of the criticism is because we are in a bear market of Bitcoin and we start sort of eating our own. You can disagree with that. That's totally fine. A lot of this has been my opinion. I've showed you some factual information here, and it's up to you to make up your own decisions. And of course, personally, I hold the vast majority of my wealth in Bitcoin. I have some MSTR in registered accounts, which I sell covered calls on. So my strategy is my own, and it is up to you to define and make your own strategy. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode. Don't second guess that your Bitcoin is safe. Get a security audit through a one-on-one session with me, and join this school community, the Bitcoin Masters, to meet other Bitcoiners, grow your network, and grow your net worth.